everybody. Ryno here. We're with Rich Henderson. This is a coach player for Bellingham United. This is our player of the month. So athlete of the month, player of the month, and it works with that because again, coach player. So Rich, I appreciate you being here. We were just talking about kind of some of the records, the things you hold, what you've been doing with your past and everything. We had to have you in here. Scoring leader currently, assist leader currently. What's the third one?
It would be points leader.
Points leader, right?
Points, yeah.
So player coach, how does that work? Tell me a little bit about that with player coach.
Yeah. Well, I'd say it's not ideal.
Yeah.
I think if we were a pro entity, we probably wouldn't do it.
Sure.
But it's pretty minor league. It's pretty common in that regard because you find a really experienced player, or some teams just go with their best player and be like, hey, you're now the coach, right? And so it's not without its challenges, but I think it works. I mean, the Tacoma Stars, who are a pro team, they run it that way. I think you get help with like a bench coach. So I've got a couple of, you would call them, I guess, assistant coaches, but they don't play at all, and they're on the bench to run a lot of the just changes and the ref stuff and that, because a lot of our tactical stuff is done before and during the week. And so sometimes it's helpful to play and be able to coach on the field. Whereas because I coach the other teams where I'm not the player coach, and you're just sitting there powerless, right? So there's a benefit to it as well, but there's a lot of challenges as you play and as your point scorer too. It's hard because I've got to do that to help the team, but I'm also trying to be conscientious of other people's thoughts,
Yeah, you see them playing poorly, miss a pass, anything like that, and you're like, no, time out, get out of here,
get them off.
Yeah. So it's funny because we mentioned time out. We were talking previously about it, like indoor, outdoor. I'm gonna sound lame here. My apologies, to everybody. The difference with indoor, outdoor, right? So I've heard indoors fast. Is that true? Not true?
Very fast.
Very fast. Okay. So they told me that if I want to go watch a soccer game, go check out like indoor. Indoor's crazy. So with that one, where do we watch your games at though?
So the Bellingham Sportsplex, they've got the ice rink on one side and then the field on the other side.
Yeah.
That's our home field.
Okay. And you have a game tomorrow, and that's going to be January 11th. So January 11th, you have a home game?
Yeah, against Vancouver at 7:30 p.m. kickoff.
Okay. Very good. And tell us the difference. Like, so you play indoor, outdoor?
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you prefer?
Well, playing, I probably prefer indoor now just because I'm on the wrong side of 30, so it's easier for the knees and for the legs, and there's a lot of things like that. I don't think there's one better than the other, but I think like if you're talking mass population,
sure,
American market, or just a casual viewer, indoor is usually where people go, right? Because I've heard people, I've just stood out in the rain for 2 hours and it's 0-0.
Right.
And I didn't see,
it's quite boring.
Kid didn't even play or whatever.
Yeah.
Where we have, lines of 2, lines of 3, everybody's on and off, like hockey changes. And so, and there's people getting put in the boards, there's power plays. This, our last home game it was 11-9, so 20 goals.
Wait, my mind just got blown. Indoor means like that you can play off the boards?
Yeah, so
you can kick it off the board?
Yeah, it's like hockey.
This has been my whole life.
Yeah, no, it's and that's a big tactic, and it changes. Tactically, the way you defend is the opposite, right? And that's why a lot of the new players struggle. Like we'll have a Division 2 good soccer player come in and look terrible the first couple of weeks just because they're defending like they would outdoor, but because normally you have the sideline and the ball, that force them to the sideline. Well, here we don't force there because they've got the boards. And
he's playing outdoor soccer and you're playing Rocket League, and I get it now. That's insane. That's a lot of fun. But the lineup, the amount of people on the field, that doesn't change.
No, it does. No, we play with 6v6, so a goalie and 5, and then. But like I said, so in my position, I may have 2 guys that are in my line. Okay. And we play. So we have 18 players rostered, but the majority of us will all play. As opposed to outdoor, you may be on the roster and never play or get on for the last 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Wow. Take me back to the beginning. What is the beginning of your love for soccer look like?
Well, I'm from Scotland, so it's pretty much mandatory to play. This is what it is.
Like Gordon Ramsay says, you have to play over there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just at lunchtime, at the breaks at school, the recess, and all this playing. So it was that, and going to games with my dad and my older brother, that kind of stuff. Nothing really. There wasn't like an aha moment or anything. Just assimilated into playing all the time. was told I was pretty good, kept playing more. Ended up going through like the academy system there, and then I got signed at 16, which is when we can leave school, high school there.
Okay.
And so I signed like it's called YTS, which is like a youth contract with one of our professional teams there. Did that for a couple of years, didn't get my contract renewed, so I dropped down a division, went to another professional team.
Right.
Did better there, but then it was kind of stuck, and I was like, this level's always going to be here for me.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of people I knew who came to the States to do like soccer scholarship stuff and that, so I was like, I want to give it a try and just see what happens.
Yeah.
And I ended up going to Lebanon, Illinois.
Okay.
Which you won't know where it is.
No.
That's okay. No one does. Yeah, small town, 4,000. Pretty good team though. This past year they finished Final Four in the Division 2.
Okay.
They were NEIA when I was there, but Mackenzie University. So yeah, I went over. I came and played college over here, and then ended up really enjoying it and staying.
All right. Tell us about your experience with Seahome.
Yeah. So Seahome was I was in 2017, I think. Opening came up, and so I knew some people in the community who were like, hey, would you be interested? Would you do it? You know, we've got a really good team, a young team and all that. And so there was no college coaching available, so I have a full-time job. I didn't want to do club coaching at the time, because I didn't want to give up kind of all the nights and the weekends and all the travel and all that. So I was like, I'll do this, because it was a short season. I ended up really enjoying it. We had a decent team. You know, it's one of those like Seahome, Bellingham, Bellingham. They change around who's got the good group, right? And then you basically, like Bellingham had their chance the year before that, and they should have won it, and they didn't. And then when it was our year, when that group all came junior, senior, we won it.
That's when you were a player coach for them as well, right?
yeah, you should have been. So you won the state there. I think the last time they did that was 2008 or something. So.
Oh, you guys won state there?
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, we won state there, the 2A. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, it's gonna sound bad. I wouldn't play soccer for fun. You know, I don't like playing the holiday tournaments and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I just really like the competitive part to win, good level. Like when I'm done, I probably won't keep playing.
Oh wow!
You know, I don't find that enjoyment just anymore.
So doing some
same with coach. Yeah, I watch it. I'm like, this is terrible. Like this seems like just a good chance to get hurt. You know what I mean? I would rather go run and just be competitive with my own time or something. So coaching's similar. Once I won the state, I was like, I'm done with this, and moved on. Yeah, but it was cool, dude.
Right on. Yeah, and so this is semi-pro.
Bellingham United.
Yeah, Bellingham United is semi-pro.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you guys get visits from any of them when the pros teams are up here? Do you guys get a chance to practice with them, see them, or anything like that? Like, how does that go together? We talked before, like the AAA baseball, that type of stuff. Like, how does that work with call-ups or anything?
Yeah, so in indoor it's a little easier because there's a pro team in Tacoma. And so we've had guys go there. They've kind of asked some of our guys to go. We've recommended guys, some who went and trained. Some it's worked out for some haven't. We've got a player right now who went to the pro indoor draft a couple of years ago and got took from Harrisburg.
Oh wow!
So we've seen that. From outdoors happened as well. Cam Miller at Velocity, who played at Whatcom and Western. We've had a couple others. With indoor, there's not a natural, we don't have like a first team or whatever. But I think that because right now there's so many leagues, and we've had players go to like Ballard and stuff, which is USL2, and then now with Snohomish and Mid-Junction, and I forget all the other names of them. There's loads of opportunity there. So and then they've called me loads of times about specific players and all that. So
they called you the coach.
Yeah.
And then as the player, you're like, man, I got this really good guy.
Yeah.
How does the competitiveness over there, like where you grew up? Everybody's playing soccer. Everybody's competitive. You come over here. How is that? Like, is it softer in the States compared to over there when you guys are just bred playing like different parts of the country, like wrestling, football, everybody about it? Right. Was it different when you came over here? Like how they played, and you're out there, blood, sweat, and tears, and some people are complaining that they got their ankle twisted?
It's fun because I just got back last night from a trip to Scotland, and I think it's changed over. The perception is that. I think even on the American side, I don't think that's true anymore. No, I was really surprised at the level when I came over, how good it was.
Okay.
The coaching wasn't very good at that time. This
Yeah.
is 2008. The coaching's gone extremely better.
Okay.
A lot of American coaches, I think, are fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of American players who are fantastic. I think where the issue becomes is the kind of like the kind of pay to play part, right? Of it's very difficult to go club and then have to travel and do all this stuff, and like the ECNL stuff, like you can't afford that. And,
Maybe like Messi type of thing, like paying him a bunch and then
No.
outclassing everybody on the field.
No, MLS is its own different beast, but like I'm talking like you've got a good kid in Bellingham, they'll be told you have to go to Seattle to go and play on a team there,
gotcha.
right, to get up,
Yeah.
to get the D1 looks and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the other part of it. It's where the system kind of stops. It's like, well, if I've not got the grades and I don't want to go to school, that's like in Scotland that's acceptable. So our schooling and our sports are separate. Here they're intertwined. So
Yes.
you have to have the package, and so you're taking away people who either don't have the finances, don't have the academics. Plus you're losing people to basketball, baseball, whatever,
Sure.
athletically. But then there's also, and it's changed in Washington, but there's not really places to play after that, right? Like I said,
Yeah.
I wouldn't play the rec league or the Sunday league or whatever. So it's kind of, I go D1 pro or I just never play again.
Sure.
Like people literally retire at 18,
Mm-hmm.
which is like just
That's wild.
interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got better after that. We have guys who after college play for Bellingham United.
Okay.
Spencer Wolf, Brendan Quillisi, who get way better after college, as you would,
Yeah.
right? As you should.
Yeah.
And so what we have over there is the ability to keep playing longer and that chance, to fully develop. Where if you are lucky enough to have the athleticism, the location, the finances, the grades, then you might get a shot. And
Okay.
so, no, I didn't. I was surprised actually. I thought I would come over and just dominate,
Right.
and I'll be the guy. And that is not true.
Okay.
I think a lot of international students who come have that perception. I did well,
Yeah, still doing well,
But
it sounds like.
but I played professionally, right? So
Yeah.
I should do well.
Right.
Whereas a
Makes
lot
sense.
of international players I have now who I recruit for my college team, they think they're going to come over and they're playing community college and struggling. And
Sure.
I'm like, yeah, this is a good level. This kid's,
Yeah.
he's also played his whole life,
Yeah, it makes sense. They're all kind of reaching that same level now. That's good. Wow. Two last questions for you. When you're done, you said that you'll be done playing. Do you see yourself coaching again though? Like you did with Seaham, like high school, college? Do you see yourself doing any of that?
Yeah, so I currently coach Graduate Valley College, community college.
Okay.
Yeah. and
Oh, so you coach two teams.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I coach actually three. I coach a girls club high school age team, but they're all in different seasons. So that's how I set it up. So
Oh my
when the
goodness.
college team's off, I do that, and then when the girls are in high school, I do the college season. And Bellingham United's kind of that buffer in between.
Oh,
I guess
wow.
challenge when there's a layover.
Yeah.
But my goal is always to coach all year round, just not multiple teams. But it's cool because I'll go from, like I said, the girls club, then I've got the men's semi-pro right after that, and so the
Yeah.
levels are different. It's indoor, it's outdoor. But I'll definitely keep coaching for sure. I don't know if I'll keep doing all the teams
Okay.
that I'm doing right now. My kids are getting older, but
Yeah.
no, it's really good. I enjoy them all for different reasons. But yeah, I'll definitely keep coaching. I think indoor, people give me a hard time about it, but I think I could play that for quite a while.
Right.
Like I'm probably fitter now than I was before because I purposely take care of myself. I trained this morning. And like I said, I purposely, and you can do it's a different type of fitness, right?
Sure.
Indoors, like I've got a sub and I've got things where my knees just can't take the outdoor kind of mileage cover.
That makes sense. That makes sense. See, last question for you: do you have a favorite goal? Like, do you have a favorite one that you did? Like, what is it? One of those damn kicks where they go and they circle around and jump into the goal, or a header, or something crazy like that. Bicycle kick. I don't know. Maybe are you a bicycle kick type of guy?
I'd like to be. I did one in practice one time. Bicycle kicked it over Mikey, who's now at Everett. But
Then you landed and realized that those are no longer any fun.
yeah, no, I can't. I don't score too many like spectacular goals. I'd say I'm more of a, fox in the box.
Okay.
Just kind of. I'm always in the right area. I try
Yeah.
and stay in there. But the one that's recent and this indoor related is quite relevant was the 2017-18 final against Tacoma. It's 5-5. There was like a minute and a half left, and we get a dead ball restart, free kick. and this player, they have 3 in the wall, and he was constantly jumping out and cheating all game. And so I just took a gamble and hit it where his head was, and he cheated, and then it went in top corner, and so we won 6-5.
Nice.
So just because I knew what was going to happen, and it was such an important one, I think that put us, that was maybe our 3rd or something in a row, but the Sportsplex with like 1,000 people in there, it was crazy.
Oh wow.
And I scored right in front of all the fans and all that, so that was probably the one I liked the most.
Yeah, I like it. Well, I appreciate it, Rich. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much. I want to, now I need to go to one of the indoor games. So you say it's like hockey.
Yes.
I want to check this out. I want to see how quick the movement is back and forth. Maybe I'll start to enjoy soccer more and start to appreciate it more. Because they're not ending 0-0 indoors, right?
I've never been a game ended zeros. There's usually a minimum 4 or 5 goals. But
I'm in for that.
Anytime you want to come, I got you covered.
I love it. I appreciate it. And guys, they're always looking for sponsors as well for their Bellingham United. So if you see that out there, again, the Sportsplex, come check it out. Player coach Rich Henderson, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.